Alright everyone, welcome back to the Nachochipman channel, where today we are going to break down a lot of the information that was in this 11th anniversary campaign live broadcast. I'm actually going to start with the characters. It's going to be a little bit easier if I use the information. Oh, the banner unit is, what's his name? Do? Is that his name? Majin Do. I actually didn't know that. I literally just found that out. We're going to start with Goku. Hold on, so we're going to do this and this. And I'm going to guess that. Okay. Just to show you guys how I kind of set up for these videos. I open the images in the new tab, and then I pull up this. Okay, so this is going to be... This doesn't need to be playing. Okay. So we have Super Saiyan 4 Goku Daima. He leads Daima, Battle of Fate, or Goku Family category Key 3, 200% and 172 stats. And then 50% if you're on Seeker's Full Power or Kamehameha. His art looks pretty good, I'd say. He activates an entrance animation upon entering, and he gets 400% to stats and gives Daima category allies Key 1, defense 23%, and damage reduction rate 4%. The numbers, which may look weird, are in reference to him transforming, because he transforms in the same way he does with Majin Buu, showing Goma off his transformations. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 for Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4. Really, I love that they do little references like that. I just don't like how it makes the numbers appear. Basic effects, 400% to stats. That puts him to 800% to stats. Receives an additional 4 key per STR key sphere and 1 key per non-STR key sphere. This means that every key other than STR gives him 2 key spheres, and all STR key spheres give him 6. Which is important for him to get to his 24 key, but we will elaborate further. He starts with 40% damage reduction and guard, baseline. And then he gives basically offensive buffing for Daima and Goku Family, giving 40% attack and attacks effective against all types. This means that you are like type advantaged if you're on the category and on the rotation with Goku, and it would be like reverse guard for those who aren't privy. When activating the active skill or when attacking with 24 key, he gets 200% to attack. Chance to perform a crit up 40%, and great chance of launching an additional super. This is worded in a way that's disadvantageous, because you want it to be launches an additional attack that has a great chance of being a super, so that way you have better procs on the hidden potential additional, but we take what we can get. When he receives an attack, he gets a defense 200% and chance of performing a crit 20%. This only helps you in either slot 1 or if you get hit with like an AoE type deal, because otherwise the crit doesn't really help you after you've already attacked. And then as the first attacker, he gets 10% damage reduction before attacking, so that'll put him to 50% damage reduction with guard. Oh wait, no, I think he would get 54%, because I think he gets his own buff right here. And then all allies attack 40%, self-excluded, because if he had a buff like this and it didn't get given to him, it would say self-excluded. And then if he's in the second or third slot in the turn, he gets a 40% chance to crit for 5 turns. So ideally, I'm actually going to jump ahead, because the way that his EX super works... Oh god, I have to sneeze. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. The way his EX super works, which is very similar to a unit super, but instead of being reliant on a character, you're reliant on certain conditions and then a % chance. So it's almost like the worst parts of a unit super, and then like units like Int Buhan that just has a chance to do different supers, or Int Ginyu is another one where his 12 key can either be like Jason Birder, or it can be Guldo and Raccoon. This is when the first attack in the turn is a super attack that performs a critical hit. 77% chance for the super attack to become an EX super attack. So you have to do a super attack on the first attack, and it has to crit. And then you have a 70% chance of it becoming the EX super. So that's 3 conditions stacked on top of each other. First attack has to crit, and it has to be a super attack. And then you have to roll the chance of a 77% versus a 23. However, if you do get it, it raises attack by 140% for 4 turns, which is huge. The defense raise, ultimate damage, and then raises allies' attack by 40% for 2 turns. So the whole idea is you want this Goku to end up at 100% chance to crit, so you can maximize the chance that you get his big super. And his chances to crit are 1, 2, 3 right here. It equals out to 100%. You have to get hit in slot 1 or an AoE. You have to do the active skill or have 24 key. And then if you put him in slot 2 and then put him into slot 1 on like the 3rd turn, or his 2nd turn, I guess it would be, he would have the chance to crit for 2 full rotations. Because the first turn you do 2nd or 3rd attacker. When he comes back, it will have been 3 turns, and when he comes back, it will have been 5 turns. So you can guarantee a crit, and then you want to try and get this big super attack. Oops, hold on. Didn't mean to go that far. Alright, continuing on. Now, that's pretty much all of his passive. He can get up to 1,000% to both stats in the right conditions with 50% damage reduction before attacking and guard. He's not going to be the most defensive. Sorry, 54% damage reduction because of his own buff up here. He's not going to be the most super duper defensive, but he is going to hit probably like 4 trucks. Super Saiyan 4 trucks. Yes, we'll go with that. He's going to hit like Super Saiyan 4 trucks. He has an active skill which can be activated from the 4th turn from start of battle, and it does massive raise to attack, ultimate damage, and then it gives him crits, which once again he wants for the chance to get his EX super. He's on a boatload of categories: Daima, Goku Family, Full Power, Pure Saiyan, Giant Ape Power, Mastered Evolution, Accelerated Battle, Bond of Parent and Child, Transformation Boost, Battle of Fate, Dragon Ball Seekers, Kamehameha Time Travelers, Turtle School, Bond of Friendship, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Earthbred Fighters. I think this is every single category that the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku is on, except for Demonic Power, which I believe is because Neva is in his intro. Wow, nice fitting anniversary theme. And then he's got the 12 key, the 18 key, and then the EX super. Regular 12 key super, 50% raises attack for 1 turn. And then the, and they are all unarmed supers. That's actually kind of bad. You really don't want all of your supers to be one typing, because if you have a boss that gets rid of unarmed supers, this Goku is practically useless. I'm calling it now. The one of the things that we're gonna have is going to get rid of unarmed supers. Massively raises attack, raises defense, and then he buffs the allies for 40%. For 1 turn, and then if it's his EX one, it's for 2 turns. He gets a bigger attack raise, and it's ultimate damage rather than Mega Colossal. I don't know what the difference is, but I presume it's a really good amount of damage. Isn't it? That's what they do for, yeah, for active skills is ultimate damage. Alright. And I'll have to turn this on here. I guess we'll see Doo's thing first. Let's just make sure that this isn't going to blow the ever-living crap out of my ears. Breath shot. Oh wow, that's it?
To go even further beyond.
So I mentioned this in the live reaction I did, but I love the fact that they have like the little blue sparks particles on his fingers on the close-up. That's so cool. When is the banner coming out? Yes, I agree. When is the banner coming out? So yeah, that's Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I guess we should do Majin Buu now, considering that we already looked at his animations. Oh, just as a nope. Goku is the festival and Vegeta is the carnival. Vegeta actually has a double leader skill, which is really good. Because he leads Daima and Vegeta family, and Daima has like 10 units on it. So, I scrolled too far. Where is Buu? There he is. Majin Buu. Excuse you. Thank you. All right, let's see. Daima or Majin Power Key 3130. He's got Shocking Speed Majin, Loyalty, the Innocence, More Than Meets the Eye, Infighter, Fierce Battle. Basic effects, Key 2, Attack 250, chance to crit, dodge, and damage reduction 25%. Recovers HP with sweets. When receiving an attack, survives KO attacks up to once within the turn. Alright, so regardless of what health you are at, if you get hit only once and it kills you, he will survive with 1 HP. When attacking with 12 or more ki, he gets 300% to stats, 250 attack, and interrupts the attacked enemy when there is another Daima, Majin Power, or Demonic Power category ally attacking in the turn. So he's a slot 2, slot 3 unit. You want to attack, break, and not get hit, is what I'm guessing. For the first turn, or when the character is the first or second attacker in the turn, you can foresee enemy super attack and attack 300%. Okay, so that means if he was floated off, or he was in slot 1. Who the hell is putting him in slot 1? Let me read the rest of them first. For 6 turns, he gets an additional 25% to crit, dodge, and damage reduction, and 250% defense. When another 2 or more demonic power, Majin Power, or Daima category allies are on the team, starting from first turn, character's entry turn. That's this whole blurb here. Give me 1 second. Okay, thought I was being contacted. I was indeed wrong. Excluding 2 spheres of the well, when another 2 or more, 2 or more of them are on the team starting from the 4th turn, changes key spheres all to cookies, comma, tech, and STR. So is that like how Gohan will make the left side rainbow key spheres and the right side or vice versa? He'll do all to cookies on one side and then tech and STR on the other. P12, chance of performing a crit and dodging. Oh, Jesus. Oh, and that's why he gets key 12, because you want to have him at 12 key, and then he'll get a sweet treat, and he'll get 800% attack, and then... Oh my god. Wait, so that means that he has a guaranteed dodge for that turn, and guaranteed crit. Okay, so he'll have the stats permanently once you get this. And then if he's the first attacker in the turn, he gets a crit and chance of evading 25% here. So that's going to put him... So looking past this God turn, this Daima Majin Power demonic turn, he's going to have 75% dodge and crit, 50% damage reduction, can survive 1 attack, You can recover HP with him, which is really good considering he's got no guard, no nothing. Oh, but this is only for the first 6 turns, so he falls off. Okay, I understand now. So that means he goes down to what? Just 25% damage reduction and 50 and 50? Okay. He looks alright. You can't bring him into festival or anything that's gonna be long content. He's gonna run out of juice. He looks good. Daima, Majin Power, Dragon Ball Seeker, Sibling Bond, Demonic Power, Mission Execution. Seems alright. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn with high chance of further greatly raising attack and defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to enemy. So he's got a 50% chance of raising it 50% and 50% chance of raising it 100%. Is what I'm hearing. Okay. He looks good. Alright, back out here. And we could move to Vegeta, right? Yeah, we can move to Vegeta. Do a full breakdown. I'm gonna need this eventually. This. Maybe I'll just do characters in this one. And then I'll do a breakdown video of the actual stream. I guess that's probably the better way to do this. Ah, Jesus, no. Not yet. Vegeta leads Daima and Vegeta family. All stats 220. If you're Daima, you get 4 key. If you're Vegeta family, you get 3 key. Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Prodigy, Limit Breaking Form, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. He gets his intro, which gives him 3 key, 300%, and great chance of launching an additional super attack. You know what? It's actually going to be easier if I show off like what the conditions for the EX Super is. And what his super attacks do. Wait. Did not say here what they do? 1, 2, 3. Oh. There's another... Really? It's literally one image. Nice. Okay. Where's the... This. That's that. Okay, good. So super attack effects. So this is the EX Super. Do they not show the regular Super? Oh, I guess the regular Super, you could literally just see it. Okay. So just to explain how this Vegeta works, you are looking for his EX Super, which greatly raises attack and raises defense for 4 turns. That's a 50 and 30% increase respectively. Mega Colossal Damage. Raises allies' defense by 10% for 3 turns. His 18 key, just for reference, does 100% attack, 50% defense. And then he just raises defense 30% for 1 turn if it's not the EX Super. And the condition for the EX Super is when you launch a Super, and it launches an additional attack. So not the initial one, but any of the other ones that you do in the turn can be an EX Super. It's a 50-50 shot. So Vegeta has a whole bunch of additional built-in. So that's why he gets the 70% chance of being an additional super attack here. Once again, you want this worded as launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack, so you can get the hidden potential additional procs, but oh well. So he's got 300% here, 300% here, 600% with 3 key. He gets 3 key per tech key sphere obtained, so that means he gets 5 key per tech, and plus 2 per non-tech key sphere, so that means he gets 3 key regardless of what type of key you get. He gets 5 per tech, because he's tech type. He gets 2 key per that anyway. And then he gets 30% damage reduction, and Daima and Vegeta family category allies 30% to attack and defense. When he does his active skill, or when he's attacking with 23 or more key, he gets 30% damage reduction and launches an additional super guaranteed. So that means you do want to get him to you do want to get this, but in terms of his launching an additional and everything, it's not the end of the world. I believe that is why they did this backwards compared to Goku, where Goku very heavily leaned into STR key spheres, giving an additional key here, but losing the additional key here in reference to Vegeta. So Vegeta, pretty much, it doesn't matter as long as you get the super attack, whereas Goku, you need the 18 key. You need the 24 key for his critical hits, which you need for the EX Super. So the way I'm looking at this is they built the kit in order to support the EX Super, if that makes sense, is the way I'm trying to explain this. So he has the active skill, or when 23 or more key, he gets 30% damage reduction and launches an additional. Note that when activating the active skill, note that you could do the active skill and you'd immediately have these two effects, or it's when attacking. So you can't put him in slot 1 and get 23 key and have the 60% damage reduction. It's only for after the attack. For every attack performed within the turn, he gets 100% attack. So if you do 4 attacks, he gets 400% attack. Every time the character performs 3 or more attacks in battle, he launches an additional super, up to once within the turn. All allies' chance of performing a crit 50% within the character's next attacking turn. So he does 3 attacks, let's say turn 1. When he comes back on turn 3, he's giving 50% crit support to everyone on the rotation. This is to help him kind of link up with Goku, because Goku wants crit support, and this Vegeta gives crit support. It also helps that Goku gives damage reduction, which is good for Vegeta. And then starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, he has, you either put him in slot 2 or slot 3, and he will give 20 or 30%, basically just look at the numbers and whatever slot he's in, just do whatever computation. So in slot 2, it's 20% defense and guard support for Super Daima characters for 2 turns. And then if he's in slot 3 and gets floated off, it's for 3 turns and it's for 30%. So I was looking at this, and I was like, oh, that's major busted. He gives guard to characters. And then I looked at the super class Daima, which, if you will give me one moment just to find again, he's going to be the quickest. This is the whole Daima category. If we exclude SSRs other than these 3, because the Tamagamis don't have TURs yet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 13 characters before the 2 headliners, 16 after, 3 of which are SSRs, and 7 of which are free to play. Not to say that if they're free to play, they're horrible, but it's not a huge buff to like summonable units, because the only summonables 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the 3 units that are coming out, so 9. That guard is massive for him though, because him having 70% damage reduction with guard, and then if you have the Goku on the turn as well, he can get 4% additional damage reduction, is going to be really big for him. But going back to Vegeta, so he's just like a guarding multi-attack support, is the way I'd call him. He looks pretty fun, not going to lie. He has an active skill, which you could do from the 3rd turn from character's entry turn, so pretty much on his 2nd turn. Yes. So if you keep him on rotation, he'll have it turn 3. If you float him off, he'll be on turn 4. What he does is he does an attack, ultimate damage, all allies, key 3 for 3 turns. Alright, he's on Daima, Super Saiyan 3, Full Power, Time Travelers, Gifted Warriors, Accelerated Battle, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Successors, Vegeta Family, Pure Saiyan, Dragon Ball Seekers, Worthy Rivals, Mastered Evolution, Battle of Fate, Bond of Parent and Child, and Transformation Boost. And then he's got the 3 super attacks. Once again, I already went over this. The whole goal is you want to get the EX Super. Okay, and his EX Super is the only one that is an other. His is also 2 unarmed. That means they're probably gonna hard counter him with frickin' an enemy that just gets rid of unarmed supers, huh? The both of them. Nah, I don't like that. Alright, I'll let this play.
Estimate us. Now that we're back to normal.
Yeah, looks really good. I do want to apologize for earlier in the video because I started playing the iTunes music and I had the desktop audio, so it's gonna be doubled. I apologize. Hope you guys could hear me. Hopefully I talked loud enough, as it were. But we're gonna. I think I've decided what I'm gonna do is I'm going to I'll just go over the characters and then in this one. And then I'll break down kind of like the events and stuff in another video. So the only other characters, of course I just X'd out of the goddamn Daima tag, and that's what I need. 3, 2, no. 2, 1, and this Goku. Alright, so this is the login Goku, which you can Dokkan Awaken. I don't know if they're going to give out the Dokkan Awaken versions of it, or if you have to Dokkan Awaken him yourself. But he will go to all types, key 3, HP attack and defense 50%, greatly raises attack and defense for 11 turns, causes ultimate damage, raises allies attack and defense by 11% for 3 turns, and then he has an EX Super, which the activation condition is when the first attack in the turn is a super, and you perform a crit, there's a 60% chance it becomes a super, an EX super attack. Which... Oh, this is the EX super attack. So he 50% raises attack and defense, and gives 3 turn support for allies. And then his regular one just greatly raises and does supreme damage. What is the... I'm gonna have to go find out the super attack modifier. Alright, and he gets attack and defense 110%, chance to dodge and damage reduction 11%, launches an additional super attack, 50% chance to dodge. Okay, so he has a 61% chance to dodge. And then Rainbow Key Sphere changes attack and defense 110% and another 11% to damage reduction and dodge with 12 or more key. And then for every Key Sphere obtained, he gets an 11% chance to crit. So that means he needs 9 orbs. No. Yes. Hold on. For 11 turns, all allies... So 8, because he would get his own support here. Well, I guess technically it's still 9, because with 9 key spheres, or 8, with 8 key spheres, and this, it's a 99% chance. But I'm not banking on that 1% chance not working. So I'll say 9. You need 10 to guarantee it, but I'll say 9. With 9 key spheres, he guaranteed crits, and that means that he's got a 60% chance for the EX Super. So wait, how much total dodge does he have? So for 11 turns, 11, 22, 33, 83% chance to dodge, 33% damage reduction, no, 44%, no, I can't read. Damage reduction, damage reduction, damage reduction. 33% damage reduction, 83% chance to dodge. If you get him 9 key spheres, pretty much he's guaranteed to crit. He has 3 turns support if you get his EX Super. Damn, he's looking pretty good. And then I did see a lot of people saying the health stats for some of these units are pretty high. So this Goku looks pretty good for a login unit. Not gonna lie. Extra info? That's just key multiplier. I want the... Hold on, let me see if I could go find it. Alright, I had to pull up the Dokkan Battle Wiki. So apparently ultimate damage is a 550 multiplier, which can be increased... in the hidden potential, an additional 5% per super attack level boost. In comparison, an immense multiplier at super attack level 10 is 505, and Mega Colossal is 440. So it's like a 50% higher than a immense, and 100% higher than whatchamacallit for the ultimate one. So in comparison, like, where's Supreme? It's a 430 versus a 505, or was it 550? 550. So that's a big difference. So this is gonna hit noticeably harder. And then we'll go over the Tamagamis. I'll go 3, 2, 1, and then we will end off this video. It's long enough as it is. Tamagami 3, Trial of the Third Demon World. Storied Figures category, key 2 and HP attack and defense 30%. Thrust Hammer raises defense for 1 turn, supreme damage to enemy, and 30%, the 30% to defense. Key 1, 100%. Before I continue, just as a note, these units are SSRs, these Tamagamis, so most likely they will sit here in Dokkan Awaken. So this is their pre-buff stats. So this is going to give, like, information basing, like, what the character is going to look like. Usually the way Dokkan does it is, like, he'll end up with, like, key 3 attack and defense 300%. This will be a 50% chance to crit. This will go up to, like, 30% or 40%. This may stay the same. This may go up to 50%. So most of the time, the unit kind of stays the same, but just gets increased stats. So look at it through that lens when he gets his awakening. Or he might be good just as he is, I don't know. Key 1, 100% to attack and defense, 30% chance to crit, 20% damage reduction, gives allies attack for 40%. Per Daima category, ally attacking in the turn, 100% to stats, 100% when attacking, so what is that, 500%? And then if he's the third attacker, he gets 600% total, and launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. This is the way you want it worded. so you can get additionals. Launches an additional attack that has a whatever chance of becoming a super. 4 categories: storied figure, demonic power, mission execution, Daima. Extra info? Equipment, farmable, card assets. I don't think I can see his super attack on here. I guess we'll have to see it. I mean, I'm sure these are the same ones that we fought in one of the red zones. Alright, Tamagami number 2. This is the one that Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta fights. Mission execution, key 2, 30% to stats. Not that the leader skill matters when they're SSRs and they're free to play. Usually the leader skills are kind of crap. not to be not to be vulgar. He has crossweave slash. He's another what is it? It's not physical. Armed? No, it is physical. Because it's Ki Blast, unarmed, and then physical. This is the physical super attack type. 30% raise on attack and defense and supreme damage. Key 1, 100% to stats, 30% chance to dodge. Launches an additional that has a 30% chance of becoming a super. All allies, Key 1, 20% to stats. And then he's got kind of the same thing, but he wants to be in the second turn and has a high chance to be a super. I'm going to hazard a guess that he wants to be put in slot 1, and he's going to get Key 1, 100% to stats, and he has a chance to do an additional. Damn, I'm good. When receiving an attack, 100%. So they split this up. 100%, medium chance to crit, 10% damage reduction. There is no one on Earth who's putting him in slot 1, unless you're literally doing no sort of challenge event at all. 100%, 30% chance to crit, 10% damage reduction, defense 40%. The same Daima condition when attacking as the first attacker. I mean, they look like they can be good, and he's got another one that is just a physical super attack, raises attack. He needs either a crap load of damage reduction and guard or a crap load of dodge if you're going to try and get this in any sort of challenge event. I think that'll end it. Yeah, I think that's every single character, at least that's in the info. Because the 3 that aren't here are the 3 on the banner, which I went over. Yeah, if you guys are liking the characters that are going to come out and like the video, hit the thumbs up down below. If you guys want to leave a comment, like, thanks for the, well, not super quick, but relatively quick breakdown of the characters with, I don't know, going over it with a fine-tooth comb. Go ahead and leave a comment down below, or if you think this video is too long, tell me in the comment section. Tell me my attention span can't last longer than 10 minutes. You need to shorten your videos. Go ahead and throw that in the comment section below. And if you guys like my content and want to see more, make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube, follow on Twitch, as well as turning on notifications, be notified when I upload or stream. But other than that, I shall see you all next time. Ciao.